Benedicts, who are perched on the edge of your seats now, ready for this evening's presentation. I must say that time has flown around. I can hardly believe that it is here again. We've snored our way through the BAFTAs. BAFTA, of course, stands for the Boring and Awfully Tedious Awards. And the Oscars. Oscar, of course, is the name of a dog. And it's the second and more excruciating than ever Golden Egg Special Awards. Well, after last year's outrage, the scandal, the interest has lifted for this year, and we have a whole host of new celebrities coming in here tonight to receive their Golden Egg Awards. Who will go away with the Fellowship of the Golden Academy? We shall find out. The tickets have been greatly in demand. You can see we have London's Cafe Society, or rather like Greasy Spoon Society, gathered over my right shoulder, and some of the world's most respected and best-loved personalities as well. There's the Prime Minister, wearing her hat made out of genuine Neil Kinnock hair. Her Majesty the Queen has returned from New Zealand, especially for the occasion. All the glitter and the glam of show business, and most of it is on Michael Jackson's head. And yes, the original Johnny Weissmuller has been persuaded out of early retirement, and as you can see, he's brought his chopper with him as well. So the interest generated by these outstanding awards is quite enormous. Let us now go outside this little porter cabin in South London and take a look at the arrivals of the stars. There you can see the porter cabin lit up by the BBC lights. That's Joan Collins' bedside light there that we're using. And all the rolls arriving, sausage rolls, ham rolls, cheese rolls. Rod Stewart. Closely followed by the Samantha Fox fan club, several BBC governors, and a party of Maoris who thought the Queen was going to be here tonight. The famous faces inside getting ready. That's the BBC barman. He's got his highballs out again, showing everyone how he can dance and shake his cocktails at the same time. Michael Caine with us in the lobby this evening. And His Royal Highness Prince Andrew's had to give up his Y-front jumping of late because of this lady, Sarah Ferguson, having a devastating effect on the media. And Zig Sputnik are with us this evening. And inside, the final preparations being made as eager young BBC stagehands work frantically to polish up the catwalk in time for the opening ceremony. So as we near the tense point of the awards, the foyer jam-packed full of people who aren't saying a word because they won't speak to us at the moment, but we are all waiting for Her Royal Highness to arrive. Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen Mother. Her Royal Highness was almost late tonight, but she managed to get her skates on to be with us. And she's looking positively radiant, as are the skates. Meeting the fellows of the Egg Academy, stopping for a chat with those most industrious of academics, and obviously enjoying every moment here at the BBC's porter cabin. Well, we have royalty with us, and the tension rises now, and I just would like to have a word now to say to anyone who finds themselves included in tonight's awards, don't worry about what a fool you look for it. I have laid many eggs in my lifetime. It hasn't affected me. I'm still the cool, suave, sophisticated show business personality that I've always been. Ladies and gentlemen, the British Broadcasting Corporation is designed to present one of the highlights of the year. But apart from Noel's natty hairstyle, we are proud, privileged, green and prepared for the 1986 Golden Egg Special Awards. Your host with the most, your man with the tan, the fuzz with the buzz, Noel Edmonds.
Very much indeed. Your Royal Highness, ladies and gentlemen, members of the Golden Academy, Mum and Dad, hello Mum. Welcome to this star-bungled evening, a rich blend of excitement, glamour and crass stupidity. We have here in the audience, as you've probably seen, the judges of the Golden Academy in their dinner jackets, we have the nominees in their straitjackets, and we have a hand-picked audience of total imbeciles. So, let us immediately get on to the very first award. This award concentrates upon that hapless breed, the reporter. Let's marvel at the professional cool they show in the face of danger.
Jacques Villeneuve's misfortune has opened the door for another young Canadian driver. Ludwig Heimrath Jr. is well known for his excellent work in the Super V series, and now he gets a chance to prove he can handle the Indy-type cars.
It'll take... Now look what you've done, Buckley.
John Rager is going to take us to an event where they go through it. It's spectacular. You're going to like it.
Now we come to one of my personal favourite categories. This is the Ouch Award, or as the French call it, the Award, in memory of the late Gordon Bennett. And this is the only award where the winner's tears really are totally genuine.
And you know why he's probably going to...
Well, so much for what goes up must come down. Right, now, the runners-up in this ouch category continue in a similar vein, or artery. In Peter Powell's case, a very large bruise. But first, a traveller on British Rail expressing an opinion about the buffet service.
It's been like that for a long time.
Walking is a sport that requires a great deal of strength, concentration, and extreme precision. And if you have any doubts about that, let me introduce you to International Women's Karate.
To receive the award, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Peter Powell.
Your Royal Highness, the Academy, Noel, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so emotional, I feel I'm going to trip up over my own words any minute. To the Academy, I'd just like to say this is the most magnificent award, it really is. And thank you to the blankety blank set designers for the wonderful golden opportunity of making me trip up. Thank you very much indeed.
Well, somewhat appropriately now, we move from the Ouch Award to the Crash Egg. The Academy positively encourages entries for this particular category. As we say, go egg a smash.
While he was recovering, Doug decided to relax with a nice, simple animal story.
Okay, ready? Good? Okay, go! Done!
And this is rally driver Tony Pond, his favourite for the Mark Phillips Road Safety Award. And here we have tomorrow's world presenter Maggie Philbin driving a camera crew mad. The way she's going, she'll be lucky to see tomorrow's world.
This is the one that really caused the problems, and it's caused one for him too. Oh, he seemed to lose all problems. He caught his thigh in the handlebars. You'll see him holding himself there. Oh, dear. And St. John's ambulance man trying to get there in a hurry, and he probably needs some treatment in a minute. Nick Britton, the promoter. I'm sorry, this is one shouldn't laugh. The poor lad took a nasty knock there, but this is...
I'm delighted to say we are going to be joined by those brave maids of mercy, Jim Curtis and Alan Kilgour.
I think Alan should have it. He was in the hole first.
Right, Alan, you've got to make the speech. You went down the hole first.
What do you want to know? Well, it's a great honour for Toaster Ambulance, but we don't go to incidents like this to get an award. Not this sort, anyway. Our award should be to know that this person is getting better. Anyway, thank you very much. This is beautiful.
Thank you. Well, I can tell the emotion is getting just a little too much for some of our visitors here. It is with great excitement and not a little pluck I announce another new award, ladies and gentlemen. I've got a feeling one or two of you here have spotted that it might be about a gentleman who is really a legend in the world of entertainment. Anyway, without further cock-a-doo, here are some great examples of what made this man great.
Make a picture. Quiet! Quiet! Quiet, please! Quiet! Hammer! Action!
I've been in an apartment like this for a long time. It's been 2 years since I was in New York.
How does it look to you?
About the same as any other place these days, but good. You're looking blooming.
Oh, I'm fine. You been getting any lately?
Overtime, you mean? You're looking blooming.
Oh, I'm fine. Just fine.
Well, I don't know whether you've laid any... Oh, you got... All right, now take a deep breath and hold it. I'll try not to hurt. Try to get the goddamn dress off. I hope you don't mind. I meant to tell you that if I got the line right, I was going to build a laboratory on the goddamn fort. Hold it. I'll try not to hurt too much. Yes, put the gas. Must be difficult for a man who has spent a lifetime stirring up a goddamn knowledge that...
We have been able to have this affair with Princess David, Princess Diana.
That's the wrong goddamn line, isn't it? Huh?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to say that this next very special award has elicited literally thousands of nominations. It's the very first time that we have given such a prestigious award for Murphy's Law. Now, of course, Murphy's Law is that law which says that if something is going to go wrong, it is going to go terribly wrong.
I saw you walking down the street. I said that's the kind of guy I'd like to be. He's so fine, he's so sweet. I'm gonna make you mine one day.
Well, the monkey is now appearing with Sig Sig Sputnik. Here is Breakfast Time reporter Bob Whittaker. He's got a problem with wind.
The trouble with the... Right, this time. The trouble with the Lake District, apart from the weather, is there's just too much of it. And another thing, there are far... I'll just go and get this...
Ah, grand idea. He was even wearing an egg cozy as well. And now, a short commercial break.
Year-round, Tucson offers an uncommonly rich, diverse schedule of events. Here's a brief look.
The beer that other parts of the... Yes, anyway. Here now is a clip from the rise and fall of the roaming umpire. Of course, the follow-up was the umpire strikes back. Meanwhile, back at the bar...
Year-round, Tucson offers an uncommonly rich, diverse schedule of events. Here's a brief look.
Now we got a Burke on an ostrich. Michael Burke on an ostrich.
Believe me, it's not as easy as it looks. For John Craven's news round in Oaksham.
Well, they say it's so important to get an attractive one, isn't it? Meanwhile, back at the bar...
Year-round, Tucson offers an uncommonly rich, diverse schedule of events. Here's a brief look.
That's what I call Scotch on the rocks. You know, there's an old saying, never work with children, animals or Smitty, and this is why.
Well, that's a pretty good effort on Rani's part. But you probably noticed that even when she was up on two legs, she couldn't manage to get her legs completely straight. Now, has anybody got any ideas on what it was that prevented her from doing that?
But the winner in this very closely fought category is Rick Mail.
Flash by name, Flash by nature. Hooray! Hooray!
Where have you been?
Where haven't I been? Well, but I'm here now, and who is that?
I don't know, but he's in your place.
Not for long.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, Your Majesty, it is that time you've all been waiting for. No, it's not time to go home yet. It is the time where we present the Premier Award of the Golden Academy for 1986, our fellowship. A beautiful award, which will be... which we've only presented... Love it. Only presented on one previous occasion. This is because this is only the second awards that we've had. The first time it went to Murray Walker. This time we are going to honour a real giant in the world of the cock-up. He will be taking home... I must do it again, I love it. I love it. The little legs go as well. Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes upon the multi-talented Nigel Farrell.
Go on, let's have another. Come on. No, come on. Okay. How did the export side of it? Okay, come on, let's have a go. Right, I'm trying. You keep saying that. I'm trying. Oh, God. How did the export side...
Pinky, the most pampered porker in Britain. He lives in absolute luxury, as you can see, but there's one very important thing missing from his life. Find out what that is. Ah, get off!
Ladies and gentlemen, this year in 1986, the Golden Academy awards a fellowship to Nigel Farrell.
Well, a complete surprise for Nigel Farrell in our audience here this evening. He wasn't expecting this at all. One of the founding members of the Breakfast Time team. He was a reporter in the early days, recently worked for Radio 4, and is now writing books about commuters. His career's really taken off.
Many congratulations. Well, I've no doubt tonight throws up some memories for you.
It does.
Talking of throwing up, if you'd like to look at the screen, here are some more Farrell foul-ups.
Absolutely magnificent morning here as we're setting off from Portsmouth Harbour to go and meet HMS Ledbury. It's very calm at the moment, although apparently there are some high winds out there, but they say never go to sea on an empty stomach, so I've had a big breakfast and eaten a lot of oranges because I gather they taste exactly the same coming up as they do going down. I'm not at all worried, it's very calm, beautiful day. Well, the forecasters was wrong. It's a mere 4-7 now, and that doesn't seem to have worried most of the crew on board. We're now getting back into Spithead. I think I've got something in common with Lord Nelson. I'm sorry, excuse me. What's been the most difficult drum that you've ever had to do?
I suppose about a 5 foot diameter one.
5 foot in diameter?
Yeah.
That's as tall as we are, maybe.
Virtually, yeah.
How long did it take to do?
About a week, but about a month getting it together.
How did you get it down the stairs?
Halfway downstairs and then out through a window.
Oh, you actually... That was the only way out, is it?
Sorry.
How did you get it down the stairs?
You started.
I didn't. Going back to the big bass drum that you played. Hang on, I can't clear. Going back to the big bass drum. How did you manage to get it down the stairs? Oh, God. Oh, dear. How did you manage to get it out? Thank you. A great honour, a great honour. I'd like to thank the learned members of the Academy, and indeed all my former colleagues at BBC South in Southampton, who I think together have combined to ruin what could have been a very promising career in current affairs. And they're never going to offer me the job of presenting Panorama now, I don't think, not after that lot. Thank you very much. Can I just ask that this could be properly wrapped up in a bag or a box, because the last time I picked one of these up, last summer, you didn't bother. And I walked out of television centre, through reception with all the people there, and past the commissioner, out into the streets, down to the tube station, onto the tube, holding something like this. And you don't all feel a prat, do you? Oh, this is a great one. Al, it's a pleasure. Under those conditions, it's a great honour. Thank you very much indeed.
Well, that almost concludes the festivities, but I'd like to mention a very special award that is going to be presented by the Golden Academy during the next season of the Late Late Breakfast Show. If you're a bit of a home video buff and you think there's something in your library that does deserve a golden egg, or indeed if you're doing any filming during the summer and you'd like to try and get a golden egg during our next series, we'd love to hear from you. Just in case the bribery of an egg is not quite sufficient, we're also going to give the winner a brand new video cassette recorder. So there's a bit of the arm at the back there. If you'd like to send any information you've got about home videos to room 4002, that's where we're all living throughout this summer. Television Centre, London W12 8QT. I know I left out the Wood Lane, but I can't see the address written on the cap. Anyway, that's it. Hope you've enjoyed this. Hope you'll join us in the autumn for another edition of the Late Late Breakfast Show. But from the Academy for now, good night, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.